He's all right. Well, you all right too. In fact, you are the greatest son a mom ever had. Good evening, everyone. The current time is 10:29 here in the Chattanooga weather desk, and right now, not exactly sure about the temperature. I think the temperature is somewhere between 30 and 35 degrees, although I don't really have weather um, the weather thing that's up currently. But as soon as I do get that up, I'll update this video if I have to. But I'm not really going to update it for the need of temperature. Well, as all of you know, we have just been through a very large cold snap this past week or so. And in the middle of that cold snap, the first system that we dealt with was along the stationary boundary that was draped over the Gulf Coast of Mexico and in through the Tennessee Valley. Swing after swing, energy brought in some snow at first, and then we saw a secondary swing, which brought in an ice storm for a lot of areas. And down here in Chattanooga, we also dealt with a little ice storm as well as a lot of snow on top of that. And the system just kept on reorganizing and regenerating, and now the system is going to lift back north as a warm front, and along and ahead of that warm front we will see warm rising air, and the air will be in an upward vertical motion, while it does appear that we are going to be seeing the chances for some heavy rainfall, possible thunderstorms. And then behind that, going into Thursday night into early Friday, colder air is going to swing in, and it's going to change all that rain, all that thunderstorm activity to the possibility of an ugly wintry mix. And so all those details are going to be coming in very shortly. I'll go ahead and get the desktop started here for the screen share. And trust me, I really don't like sharing about winter weather, especially when it comes time for me to do something with my wife, something special. But as far as being the forecaster, I cannot hide that at all. So let's go ahead and start focusing on the weather changes first. And what I want to do is I want to take you into the weather prediction models. This is where I am going to go first, is within the weather prediction.
Fantastic. I love that.
And right now, as you can see here, we have a lot of moisture that's coming out from the Gulf Coast of Mexico. And what that is doing is to bring in some showers right now across portions of the Tennessee Valley and the southern Appalachians. And there along that, you see a weak frontal system, several areas of low pressures that's moving along that. And that's what's really creating the showers and also those thunderstorms. Behind this air mass, you've got several other weather features that's going on right now. Cold front up in near Canada, moving through the Canada area. And it looks like you have a stationary boundary. That stationary boundary I've been telling you about is once again driving its way back to the north. That's the one that did bring us the snow and the ice across the Tennessee Valley, and it looks like it's going to retreat its way back up to the north as a warm front. The last time this did happen was back in 2010, 2011, when Chattanooga and all of southeast Tennessee dealt with a huge winter event that brought up to anywhere from 9 to occasionally 14 inches of snow south of Red Bank. Now here's what's going on in tonight's map now. As we look at tonight's map again, along that frontal boundary, it looks like we're going to see the chances for some showers, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder along just south of the Pierre area, all the way from the Gulf Coast, a little bit down toward the Gulf of Mexico. North of that, along the low pressure system up northeast, there looks to be a chance of freezing rain, snow mix, while it appears to be anywhere from upper parts of Ohio to parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey. That's where snow is going to intercede with that weather pattern. Now, as we move back to the Midwest, These systems are really stirring up a lot of moisture and a lot of wind. Looks like some snow, possibly rain, freezing rain, Midwest areas, while California, that just had recent thunderstorms a couple of days ago, is now going to be dealing with some much cooler weather coming into the forecast soon. Tomorrow's forecast, the system that I was telling you about starts getting organized off to the south. Organized off to the south. There will be a chance of showers and thunderstorms increasing along the Gulf Coast, while a wintry mix is going to increase over portions of Missouri, Illinois, also Kansas, and that's going to bring a freezing rain and snow mix. And again, what I told you about that system, it looks like it's going to move back north as a warm front, and as it does so, that's going to be the start of our weather. Rain and thunderstorms affecting Knoxville, Chattanooga, down through parts of Memphis, Tennessee. Could even see some severe weather with this system, with possible flash flooding anywhere across parts of East Tennessee Valley down through Chattanooga. Now, the good news is the lift isn't going to be all that big, but with the little bit of lift that we're going to experience, it looks like we could see some showers and thunderstorms increase, but that looks to be on Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Now, why am I saying the lift isn't going to be all that great? Well, I want to give you two factors here. Let me go ahead and switch on to another weather model here, which is going to be about WeatherTap models. And again, I love this tool. My wife, keep bragging on it. My wife helped me get this not long ago. And so let me go ahead and go into the WeatherTap models and go into the full detail here. As I type in my name. Okay, first I want to take a good look at live Doppler radar. Now, this is radar that's coming from out of Nashville. You can see some showers, and it looks like some thunderstorms are going to be moving into the forecast as well. So those of you that are watching the weathercast right now, you can see the showers and thunderstorms are moving into the area. And it looks like as it does so, Gulf Coast of Mexico, parts of central Alabama, parts of the Tennessee Valley, you're going to be dealing with the showers. Not so much thunderstorms. There's really not enough lift there. More further off to the south, lines of showers and a few thunderstorms going to be moving in an eastward movement.
Every day. That's the tough things. Why is it the ones you love the most make the most mess? Now there's the
okay, now what I'll do is I want to go into the latest weather models here and show you what's going to be expected over the next 36 hours. This is the NAM model, and as I play the NAM model, you'll see that everything rolls in motion. The front gets organized, and it's really going to bring a wintry mess up to the northeast, while portions of the Ohio Valley on up into Wisconsin could really get hit hard by large winter storm scenarios. So watch out there, while there's another system that's spinning off of the Midwest that could bring in the possibility for some snow, wintry mix type event. Now, further off to the Gulf Coast of Mexico, there does appear to be some moisture rising northward. So what this is going to do is bring some showers and cause an increase in thunderstorm activity in the next few days as well. Now, moving on here to the latest surface lifted index, and a lot of people ask me, well, why is there really not going to be enough instability there? Well, I'm actually going to give you a hint and show you guys what's actually going on. First thing I want to show you here is the plane for the next 84 hours. The next 84-hour run. If you pay attention to the Gulf Coast of Mexico, a lot of the warm air that started to rise, really the best chance of severe weather appears to be
How person system I carry that?
not. What was that?
Okay, but last time I spoiled on Hillary.
But like I said, the chances of organized severe weather appears to be Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and it looks like anywhere from along the Alabama border area down through parts of the Gulf Coast of Mexico. While there does appear to be some scattered storms for East Tennessee, chances for strong, damaging winds, maybe some heavy rainfall may come into play. There's also a reason why the instability is not all that great. If you look real close to these numbers as I click on in, let me show you one thing that really kind of stands out, this statement. If you look at your instability lifted mechanisms, anywhere from -1 to -3 is your main number here. And as you can see, there's a lot of more moisture than there is lift across the southern Appalachians instead of the Tennessee Valley. So our thunderstorm chances are there, but the severe weather chances are going to be more or less.
This is what a hernia feels like. Well, Bobby's visiting Lester's parents for the weekend, so I decided to take a little trip.
Okay, now one more thing I want to take a look at, and this is the latest generated NAM model that comes from not WeatherTap, but it comes from another weather model source. Again, showers and thunderstorms will increase. So look what happens here for along and ahead of front. Temperatures look to be well around 70 degrees. We're looking at possibly by going into Monday through Wednesday. Looks like our best chances to see maybe near 70-degree temperatures in some areas is going to be maybe Wednesday. But after the front moves through, showers and thunderstorms increase along Kentucky, down through parts of Tennessee, and then behind that, there's a really large deafening of cold air that's going to move in. And what's going to happen as that cold air moves in, it's going to try to deepen with that moisture. That's not going to work, and it looks like we are to see the possibility of some pretty nasty wintry weather. Now, in the form of what winter weather are we going to be seeing? Well, let's go back to the replay here, and this is going into 81 hours out. Now, this is 81 hours out. There will be a chance of showers and thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast, continuing through parts of Knoxville, the Tri-Cities, and much of the northern Ohio Valley. While behind that, the cold air will start moving in from Kentucky and the Ohio Valley, and that's when we'll start to see all that rain start mixing with some snow. Possibly some of that snow could be heavy at times. Now, what I'm really worried about is the upper winds here that's going to kick all this moisture further southward, and it's going to stall that storm system by Thursday, Wednesday night into Thursday, and possibly lasting into Friday morning. So basically, if anything accumulates as predicted according to these models, looks like our next chance of getting this to melt is not going to be until Saturday if this does unfold. And I'm saying it's a big if. 84 hours out, I guess you could say it's going to start out as a really large ice event. You can see that the light ice accumulation starts out as a light red, then it works its way down to a very dark pink. And as you can see, icing and freezing rain is really going to be the big issue here, not only for parts of South Carolina and North Carolina, but also across parts of the Tennessee Valley. So which I am in Tennessee, I'm in the southern part of Tennessee in the eastern Appalachians, I would get my winter preparation kit out and start preparing for a very cold dip in temperatures and a big change in precipitation. Okay, I want to take a look at one more thing. This is going to be the latest weather models for the temperature outlook. And first, let me start off with the chance of severe weather and kind of putting this all together in one little summary. Severe weather chances the question is, are they really going to be that great? Well, this is going into what I was telling you about. This is going into Tuesday. And you can really say that since the instability is going to be weak, the models are indicating the shear is going to be great, but the instability is not really going to be there that much. You can see the color of the severe weather coordination map anywhere from a 2 to a 5. And the highest it goes is to a 10. While the highest number being 50, the lowest number is between 5 and probably 10 in some spots. So what that's saying is there is a 20% chance of severe weather with at least a more possibility of seeing strong storms before the cold front starts undercutting the precipitation. Now this is going into Wednesday. The 10 really becomes a lot large. What this is talking about is there will be the chance for some heavy rainfall, but we also have to watch along that 10 coordination zone where we could also see some strong isolated damaging winds anywhere from the Gulf Coast of Mexico into West Tennessee and all the way on up into the Tennessee Valley and straight on up into the Ohio Valley region. Now, before all this is said and done, we are going back into the wintry precipitation as well. Could be looking at maybe the chance for some thunder snow in some areas. So I would also watch out for that.
Listen, I made some phone calls and I managed to scare.
Okay, here's the severe weather altogether map, I guess is what you'd call it. It really brings in the chance of severe weather and a few thunderstorms along Kentucky down through the Tennessee Valley. This is as the front moves a bit closer. So if I were you, I would mainly watch out if I was anywhere from Jamestown to Cookeville, all the way on up into south parts of Kentucky, Morgan County, Fetchers County line. If you're in maybe anywhere from Chestnut Ridge to Park Range, there's a 50% chance of severe weather there. Chattanooga on up into parts of the Ohio Valley, it looks like that there's a good 10% chance of seeing some severe weather in that area. So nonetheless, scattered strong to severe storms is possible, but the better chance will be by Wednesday.
I'm going to stay right here with you.
Now going into the latest model graphics here, the big story is not really the severe weather as much as it's going to be the temperature change. Look at the temperatures. I mean, I was talking to my wife about this a couple of days ago and last night, and we couldn't believe the change that we're going to go through. This past few days, last week, we've seen temperatures, 20, 30 degrees. And now as we go into Monday and Tuesday, look at these temperatures. Tuesday, that warm moist air really kicks in. We're talking 60, 65-degree temperatures, anywhere from Atlanta, Georgia, down through parts of northern Florida Panhandle, while those temperatures continue along the Texas coast. And it looks like 50 to 58 degrees on Wednesday. Now, here's why the severe weather is going to be greatest on Wednesday. You can see why. I don't have to explain any more to you. Temperatures will be anywhere between 65 and 70 degrees on Wednesday. I would say about Wednesday at 2 p.m., our high is going to get up to about 65 here in Chattanooga. Now, that is a record before. So that's like a big heat wave to the Chattanooga area, I guess you would say. So basically, get on your shorts and enjoy the warm weather while you can.
Only in the South.
Only in the South. Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, looks like Thursday we're still going to hold on to the temperatures a bit. Now, Atlanta on Thursday, models are saying across Atlanta, Georgia, could be up to 80 degrees.
This all the time.
Wednesday night into early Thursday, temperatures may hit near 70 degrees in some parts of the mountains. But here comes the cold air, so watch out. Cold air is going to be sneaking up on us pretty soon. Now let me go into the latest model coordination here and show some extended temperatures that's going to be happening within the area. As we look at the daytime maximum temperatures.
That's pretty cool.
It looks like Monday, temperatures are going to be pretty well, once again, into the 50s, the lower 60s along Gulf Coast, into the Tennessee Valley, while 60s, 70s, possibly 80 degrees to the south. Temperatures will continue to remain in the 50s and 60s across Tennessee Valley, southward, Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday, those temperatures will rise back up into the 60s, and look at that, lower 70s, Nashville to Chattanooga, and up in the Tri-Cities, we could be looking at 62 on the models as well, so that's amazing. A big warm-up, amazing temperatures, and the South is the only place where weather changes. If you ask me, I think the weather changes more here in the South, a lot more than women could ever change their clothes. All right, Thursday, here comes the cold weather across the Ohio Valley. It looks like parts of West Tennessee, Kentucky, the Ohio Valley. There's going to be a pretty good change in the air, and a lot of us will be feeling it. We will go from 70 on Wednesday to about 30 and 40 degrees on Thursday. So the big change is on its way. Don't expect the warm weather going to stick around too long. Friday, you won't even know the cool weather. You won't even know the hot weather was even there. By Friday, temperatures are forecasted to be between 30 and 35 degrees across the Tennessee Valley, while further north, it's going to Kentucky. It looks like 20 to 25 degree differences is going to be our temperatures there. Here comes the warm weather again. Saturday through Monday, our temperatures will finally start increasing again, as it does look like we'll get back up there to, about 55 to 60 degrees, and it looks like it's going to stay that way for quite some time now. So at least maybe if we can get through one more round of winter weather, we're going to be finally on our way to some much warmer and spring-like weather. But just like Paul Baker said today, it is the start of tornado season, and it's time to start getting ready and getting the severe weather awareness kit out and so forth and so on. So now let's look at one more thing here. I want to make sure if there's going to be any accumulation amounts. It's going to be my last stop. And so let me go ahead and go into the snowfall amount forecast and see if this is actually right. Yeah, this is for Tuesday. As you can see, all the snow in winter is going to be up to the north of us. Some parts of northern Ohio Valley could deal with the snow. And there that is. Some of the snow could be heavy at times, anywhere from 8 or more inches of snow up near Wisconsin. And then, of course, it spreads further east, stays off to the north. And then by Thursday, the snow really starts to set up over just west of Nashville. And I would say that's more likely so at the beginning. So let's look at your latest forecast information for the Tennessee Valley and the southeastern area.
It's through Monday the 24th.
On your desk, as well as the latest information. And I will keep you updated of the latest posts. And if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask me here on the Hangout. And I'll try to answer those any way that I can. Any questions?
I'm sorry, Alan. My shower's broken. Uncle Phil fixed it.
Okay, well, I guess not. But that's going to be the latest forecast information. I do want to say thank you, Paul, for watching. Thanks, everyone, for coming in and viewing the latest weather information. And if you have any questions, just please let me know, and I will be glad to answer those as much as I can. Again, watch out for that warm weather, but watch out for the very cold Arctic change that's going to be coming in behind it. Not to mention the chance for a few severe storms. Have a great day.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing, but don't make me get ethnic on you.
Oh, damn. Woman, would you for once let me do the talking? Anita is a...
I bet the hussy has a weed.